All right. Just watched a thing on YouTube. 18-year-old Amish girl got pulled over for drinking and driving. Um, you have to watch it. There's a bunch of stuff she did that was weird, but it was a horse and buggy, and she was 18, got pulled over, and I just got to say, the Amish just absolutely fascinate me. Absolutely. I wish that when I was younger I would have gone and studied them because it was just such a bizarre religion. But totally safe, too. You'd never think of an Amish person having a strap-on suicide bomb. I mean, out of all the religions, you think about the level of danger of that. They are like zero. Jainism, yeah, a bunch of other ones, Quakers. But in the cab service, we used to have a lot of Amish people, and and they always just shocked me. I think the first time was with this, the first outfit. I worked for another cab company for 10 years and had my own cab company for 10 years in Flagstaff. Well, the first cab company, I'm pretty sure that was the first time I met him. But it was me and the guy who later on would own the cab company that we were working for. Took like 8 Amish kids that were like 18 or young adults, and took them to Grand Canyon in the middle of summer when people die. I mean, Grand Canyon's a dangerous place. People die. Get lost. So often hikers get lost, experienced hikers. But there was these Amish kids, and they wanted to go hike down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. And of course they were wearing the Amish garb, which was wool pants and double knit shirts, long sleeve, blue, black pants, and these like dress clog shoes. They were going to hike down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. And the only person that had any experience of this was a guy that got heat stroke when he went down the last time. So me and the other cab driver, we weren't talking to each other, even though we could have been. But we were talking to them. We were saying, hey, bring lots of water to whatever you do. And, bring shorts just in case, and sunscreen, all the stuff that people just don't think about. They're just going to go to the bottom of the canyon. That was the first time. And I mean, I wish I could go on with that. It's a pretty self-explanatory story. I don't know what happened to him, but we did our best. But there was a bunch of Amish. Lots of Amish came in, and they never flew in that I can remember. It was always on the train or the bus. And they'd come to see the Grand Canyon. It was just one of the tourist spots. Everybody across the whole planet came to see the Grand Canyon. I met everybody. But the Amish always fascinated me. In their religion, they can go off and do whatever, leave their religion and go, sow their wild oats or whatever. And they're permitted to do that. And then they have a choice to come back to the religion or not. And I found that fascinating. But they, I could go on and on about the Amish, but there's one particular that always fascinated me. The guy's name, of course, was Abraham, but he was at the Amtrak, and he's needed to get down to Phoenix, and I wasn't, by this time, it was like, I go to Phoenix, whatever. It's a long drive, even though the money's good, I if it goes, it goes, So I said, yeah, I could take it down there if you need it. And he goes, well, let me think about it, and walked off for a while. I was talking to other people because the train just got there. Then he walks up, he goes, yeah, why not? Let's just go. So this guy turned out to be a multi-millionaire that invented a floor sealant and had a computer and millions of dollars and cell phone. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I thought... And I kept asking him, aren't you guys supposed to be against all the technology and new stuff? And they said, yeah, things had to change. and that surprised me. I mean, that tells me that they're willing to listen, but they're still like totally ignorant if they're gonna hike down to the bottom, you know, that kind of stuff. This girl that I saw, the 18-year-old girl, she was taking all the information in, but she was never going to have a driver's license, for instance. Just weird stuff, I guess. No social security, never, just existing. I don't know how any of that works. It's like alien to me to think about that. But Abraham. So we're driving down there, and I'm asking about that, and I've got this tattoo on my arm, and he never really wanted to talk about any of the atheism or anything like that. So it was just a long drive, and I wanted to keep in touch with him, and I got his email. I even emailed him, which was, I think, the first time out of anybody ever in my cab. But I wanted to talk to him and find out what was going on with all of his life and daily life. I wanted to know that stuff. And he emailed me back once, but we never kept in touch, which was a drag. I really would have liked to have talked to him. But I think that's the end of Abraham's story. I don't know. There's a bunch of religious Christianity, in Flagstaff. I had people that were always, regulars, trying to get me to believe in their myth. I detest all religion, all of it, every little last bit of it, no matter who you believe in, even if it's just cows. I don't care. I'm done with it. The humanity, atheism is the baseline of what every human is born with, and that's it. And from there, you're corrupted, and you can get uncorrupted if you have the will. But otherwise it's just brainless, mindless, not thinking, horrible morals. God, those people. So I got the atheist tattoo, and when I was driving, that's, I'd have my hand on the wheel, and that's what everybody would see. It was a banner. You could see it from space. So, I lost a lot of customers with that, and a lot of customers I got in battles with over it, and arguments, and it's always the same thing, prove that God doesn't exist. That bull's. But all that being said, I never got that from the Amish. Ever, ever, ever. They were always nice and courteous, and it surprised me. And then you hear things, horrible crimes that go on in Amish country. But humans are humans, I guess. But I don't know. They just fascinate me. That girl drinking at 18. Why is she drinking? It's body's a temple, right? Isn't that what it's supposed to be? But I don't know. But she's willing to drink, but not willing to get a driver's license ever, or whatever else. She has a cell phone. I don't know. It's just something that I just watched and made me think of Abraham. And if you ever see this, Abraham, you fascinate me. I still want to know your life story and everything that happened and all the people around you. I want to know this stuff. But it's never going to happen. I'd like to go study the Amish, go live on the Amish land and see who they are, but that's never going to happen either. Anyways, so that's my Amish bit. Thanks. Bye.